Hi everyone.
Hi everyone.
Yeah, welcome. Here we are again. And we are going to talk today about movies. So obviously we
watch movies, if you didn't guess.
We watch movies.
Imagine this whole podcast was just saying, actually, we don't watch movies. Thanks for listening. Bye. It's not. We watch movies.
We do watch movies. But I feel like a lot of the movies that I watch
are shit.
I don't think they're shit.
Like, let's be honest. If I wanted to watch a movie with music in it, I just listen to music. Anyone that watches the Miz or whatever the fuck it's called, all the Disney movies that now have sing songs in it, fuck off. Shit.
But some people just genuinely enjoy that stuff.
Musicals are people with bad taste.
Wow.
I'm going to say it.
Damn. But why though? What's your like aversion to musicals?
Man, have you ever seen a geezer in your life start a sentence with you, they start going to fucking singing over here?
Yes.
Name one person.
Lewis Marcel Katonga Simmonds.
You've never, me and you've been sitting here, start singing to the mic on the podcast. Have you ever done that? Like, wow, we really need to go to fucking Sainsbury's. We need to go to Sainsbury's. Who does that? No one does that. It's not real.
No, but that's the thing. Movies aren't real.
Exactly. It's ridiculous.
But they're not real, so of course it's going to be doing things like that because it's not based on reality.
I get so annoyed by it. I don't get annoyed by many things. That's so annoying.
That's like the one big difference between
the Lion King remake with Beyonce. Fuck, where was the solo in the original? Why did they have her sing that song? That fucking scene with the two lines are running. Remember fucking
what Spirit?
That was never in the original.
But that's the thing about remakes. Like they update things sometimes
and it
as well.
was whack.
I liked it. Anyway, I have a list of movies here that I've watched that I think you have watched. Obviously, if you haven't watched them, tell me. Okay. But I just want your opinion on...
Is that all the movies you've watched in your life?
Well, no, I've watched a lot more than that, but a lot of them are musicals or Disney films. And
I'll tell you what, High School Musical 1, banging.
Only the first one?
Yeah.
I like all three of them.
Number 2 a bit fake.
Number 2 is not the best. Number 3 I really like.
Everyone said number 3. I need to watch number 3, but I remember I'm now 24, going 25 this Thursday.
So, those films are timeless.
Okay, next. Fuck off.
Okay, so this one is one that we watched recently that is a musical, but your girlfriend likes this film, so you can't select it too much.
I fucking can't.
Teen Beach Movie. Now, I had never seen this film before a couple of weeks ago.
What was that song?
Cruising.
Cruising. Okay, that was so corny. It was good.
It was one of those films that it was just like, oh my god, this whole film is so cheesy, but I kind of love it.
Yeah, like honestly, I don't like shit like that, but that was hilarious. Like the fucking the main actor. Oh.
I mean, to be fair, we did spend a majority of that film ripping it apart. We were all watching it together. Good. She tried to just watch the film silently, and we were just there like, what's this? Ah.
It was fucking shocking. And then the hair, the magical hair. Like, oh, my hair's not wet. I'm in the sea. My hair's not wet. I'm not real. I'm in a dream.
My God. I'm in the film. My hair's not wet.
God.
Yeah, it was definitely something.
Oh.
And they've actually got a second one as well.
I actually really want to watch the second one.
So do I, just to watch it.
Honestly, the first film was so perfect. How could you make it any more shit?
I think what we need to do is get the three of us round again and watch the second one.
But the thing is about the third one, the first one, is they go into the cartoon world for everyone listening who hasn't watched Teen Beach Movie. However, on the new one, the cartoon characters come in the real world. Now,
yeah.
How the fuck does that happen? I just want to know.
Yeah, I mean, we'd have to watch and find out, wouldn't we?
That's the excitement you have.
That's the excitement.
That is the excitement I have.
So that's our next viewing experience, I think.
Yeah. You watch Avatar?
The new one?
Yeah.
No.
You're gay, man.
I should have seen that one coming. Have you seen the new one?
Nah.
I feel like I don't want to have to watch the first one to then watch the second.
Do you really want to spend 6 hours watching a movie that you might not like?
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Because it's been so long since I watched the first one that I'd have to watch that one first to understand the characters, what's going on, and then watch the second one, which is like 3 hours long. And it's like...
See, I've heard from people who I know have watched it, I said it's just so boring.
I think they've said it's boring, but obviously, like they've said, the visuals look great, but you're not going for a film just to watch the visuals. You're going there to also see a storyline and characters and all that kind of stuff.
You don't see characters fighting the baddies from the comic books or the fucking story. I don't know.
Yeah, but you don't... Like, for me, I don't go and watch a film just to see the visuals. I could watch Blue Planet on fucking BBC One for that.
True say.
So it's like, you spend all that money to go to the cinema. Because going to the cinema costs a lot of money.
There's free websites I use. I don't waste my money on fucking...
You use pirate websites?
Yeah.
That's illegal.
The thing is, do you want to know why? Fuck the corporations. Fuck Boris, mate. I'm fucking it now.
Listen, you don't have to explain stuff to me.
The thing is, the only reason I go
Tell it to the judge.
The only reason I go to fucking cinemas is for Fanta Fruit Twist thing. What's it called?
Tango Ice Blast.
Yeah, that shit.
Fanta Fruit Twist.
Yeah, but mate, I don't know where I go, and it's some cheap ass slushy shit.
So I think now Cineworld don't do Tango Ice Blasts.
But the man on the corner shop can.
Yeah.
What's
but
that about?
I think Odeon does do them,
That's
but
the
Cineworld doesn't. Because I used to have a Cineworld card, and we'd go there and I'd be like, well, why am I here if there's no Tango Ice Blast? So I think Cineworld don't do them anymore.
Oh,
But also Cineworld is very expensive.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cineworld. I'm never going to get that sponsor deal now.
That's the one we wanted as well.
I know. Oh well.
IMAX 3D. Fucking bollocks.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
Teen Beach movie.
So Teen Beach movie.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Would recommend.
Yes.
The Scary Movie franchise.
Yeah.
Which ones have you seen? Have you seen all of them?
I just love Marlon. Is it Marlon Wayne?
Yeah.
Is
The
he
Wayans brothers.
Yeah, the Wayans brothers. They are fucking class. White chicks still in that
Oh my
one.
god, White Chicks, great film.
Because he's the highway, and then he's the gay athlete and shit. You know the one.
Yeah.
And he tends to be gay. Darren,
Guess
fuck
what?
me. Darren, fuck me.
Guess what, Cindy? I'm gay. And Ray's gay too. Oh man, what you say? I'm not gay. Ray, you weren't saying that last night. I just think it's funny. And like, I do like the Wayans brothers. And I mean, some of their films can be,
Like Little Man was a bit shit, but it's still it's still a decent watch.
But like, I think, for example, like, a lot of my family say things like, yeah, but it exploits black people, it makes us look stupid and all that. But it's like, but that's the funny part.
Look at Cindy. She's literally...
She's dumb as rocks.
Yeah. Like, when they're fucking in the crop field, and she's like, ah. And then they go with the aliens, and they say hello to her, she's like, hello.
I think that film is just based on stereotypes. So yes, okay, the one character might be smoking a bit of weed and might be a little bit stupid, but so it's funny. It's just funny to laugh at.
Like when they ran that guy over and they're like, he's dead. No, I'm fine. Oh, he's fucking dead. Yeah, it's fucking stupid humour.
Yeah.
So
I do like those films. I'd say my favourite one is probably number 3.
which one's that one again?
I think that's the one where Cindy, the TV is leaking.
Oh, let's go, bitch!
Oh, come on, you little ugly bitch. Yeah, that one. I quite like that one.
I like the haunted house one.
Oh my god, the haunted house is fucking funny.
No, the guy.
Oh,
It's scary
number
movie.
2, I think.
Yeah. And he goes, mix the mash.
I'm gonna use my strong hand.
But a haunted house with, what's his name? Is it Marlon Wayne? Is he the...
Yes, I think Marlon Wayans is the one in the haunted house.
Mate, a haunted house is by far the funniest movie I watched that year. Was maybe not intoxicated, but you know what I'm saying. Not thinking it's going to be a shit film. I thought, alright.
It is really funny.
But like, when she's like, when he's like, the tornado, you must have moved the door.
Like, have you seen the second one?
Yeah, it's still good.
It's good. It's not as good as the first one, but I would say that the first one cracks my shit up all the time.
It's fucking Uncle Ray in this bitch.
I don't give a fuck, Keisha.
Uncle Ray. Oh shit. Oh,
yeah, I like
man.
that one. I just, as you say, I think the Wayans brothers are just funny. The things that they do are just, it's just
The
funny.
one brother the smaller, skinny one. He's way funnier than the older one.
Yeah, I mean, he has done a few, like, I saw that film, it's called Sextuplets on Netflix.
Is that, I've never...
So, I've seen it, and I didn't watch the full thing, because I didn't like the full thing. It wasn't that funny. There were bits that were, like, entertaining, but I wouldn't say... I couldn't sit here and say to you, this is the storyline of that film. Essentially, there are 6 people that are related.
I watched it.
They're all around the different...
It's terrible.
Yeah, it's not great.
I'll tell you what's good though. You know his elevator one?
I haven't actually watched that.
That's actually a good watch.
Is it Naked Man? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Naked Man. That's a good... Not to ruin the story, because I don't really ruin it. He goes through the same part of his life over and over again, trying to find out...
So that Groundhog Day?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
So that's quite a good movie. I would recommend that one.
I'm going to write that one down.
Write that one down.
Naked Man. Although, to be fair, this could just be like my normal notes. Naked Man.
Yeah, true.
That's just what I write on a daily basis. So, okay. Scary movie. Cool. Rush Hour.
Is it official number 3 is coming out?
I don't know.
Because Jackie Chan does all his own stunts, doesn't he? But he's like now 84, so...
What?
No, he's not actually 84.
I was going to say.
But he's like in 60s.
He is getting on, though.
Have you watched The Foreigner?
No. The Foreigner?
Yeah, he don't mean me be bad. He has a film called The Foreigner. Can't read it. I watched it years ago. And I think he's like a secret ex-spy and shit. Mate, fucking class.
I think the only thing is, I love Jackie Chan, but he kind of falls into the same kind of category as The Rock. He seems to play a very similar role in every single film.
But, no, not having this. No, The Rock can't act. He is just Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
The Rock...
No, I'm not saying that Jackie Chan can't act, but like he plays a lot of spies or a lot of like...
Black Adam, that's what almost every movie The Rock is in, where he doesn't play the same character, which is a tan vest.
Honestly, I saw something the other day that was like 3 different snippets of 3 different films that he's been in, and it could literally have been taken from the same film. He plays the same character, the same clothes, the same mannerisms, everything.
And to be fair, if it's not broken, why fix it?
Yeah.
I understand that. But at the same time, I'm sorry.
We don't need to see another 4 films of Dwayne The Rock Johnson
when he was
doing
with
the
that
same
fucking albino gorilla, and then somehow went massive. You know
is that Kong Skull Island or something?
Nah, that's a completely different movie. I don't know what it's
See what I mean? It could have been any of them. I have an image in my head of what movie you're thinking of, but I don't know which one it is.
It's terrible.
It could be any of them. But like Jumanji, he plays the exact same role as he does in Journey 2.
And Jumanji 2, exactly the same.
Well, although someone did say it's the same character. Yeah, we know. But,
actually, technically, he should have been slightly different because it was a different person inside the body.
Yeah.
And he played the exact same character.
Yeah.
So if you want to get technical with me, mate, not your mate.
Yeah.
So when you think about it, different person.
Yeah, you're right, because I guess in the first film, and you know, they shouldn't give away too much, but in the first film he's a different personality because it's a different person, as you rightfully say, so, you know, I guess, okay, then I'll take it back. Jackie Chan doesn't fall into the same category as The Rock. But I feel like in a lot of the films that I've watched of his, he's played a similar kind of spy, kung fu kind of guy. He's very good at what he does. Very good at what he does.
But then when you think about it, when you talk about... Bar like Leonardo DiCaprio, you've got your Matthew McConaughey, you've got your Christian Bale, you've got your Tom Hardy.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from them, everyone else usually sticks to one genre that I can think of, really.
Yeah, I'd say like predominantly, like if you think about Melissa McCarthy, right? So she does a lot of
funny fact
comedic films.
Yeah, funny fact.
I couldn't. No, she's probably a great actress, but I couldn't see her in a film that's like really serious in tone and, you know, a sad film, something like that. She's always kind of in something that is funny, quirky,
yeah.
You know. But I think that's why Rebel Wilson lost all that weight, because she was always in the films
the funny fat girl.
So she kind of wanted to get away from that. But I think even in the films that she's doing now, she's still the funny girl, just not the fat girl.
Should I tell you who I think is a very good actor?
Go on.
Patrick? Oh, it's not Bateman, I think I know.
Dempsey?
No, the guy who plays Ozark.
Yeah, Patrick Dempsey, I think.
Is it? Are you sure?
I think so.
Let me double check. Jamie!
Is Jamie back? Is he still on the payroll?
Yeah, Jamie, you're still getting paid, mate. Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman, yes. Yeah.
Because he's been in Ozark, he's been in Horrible Bosses, he's been in fucking some other film.
Is he the one who's in Ted Lasso?
Ted Lasso.
Or is that a different person?
Ted Lasso. Who the fuck's Ted Lasso?
Because that's a TV show that's been on quite recently on like Apple TV.
Oh no, that's Jason Sudeikis.
Yeah. Which one's
know.
Jason Bateman then?
Jason Bateman. Jamie, show. Jason Bateman. Here we are, okay.
Oh, yes.
He's in loads of shit. Like, look, Ozark, Arrested Development, Horrible Bosses, Utopia, Change Up, Game Night, The Gift, Identity Theft. That's Melissa McCarthy. That's what made me think.
That's a good film. But then you think about her role in Bridesmaid, for example. It's a funny person. Or her role in Spot. Everything that she does seems to be the funny fat woman.
Yeah.
And even so much as like, if you think about... So I watched the other day, I saw a film that I like. It's Girls Trip. Have you seen it?
Of course.
So... He's shaking his head, he's not seen it. But basically, in it, it's got Regina Hall.
Who's that?
She was in Scary Movie. She was Brenda.
I like her, then. Yeah, I like her.
It's got Jada Pinkett Smith in it. Although we can't say now, Will Smith is going to smack us if we say her name.
But however, I have to also admit, Will Smith's a good actor.
He is a good actor. And he's the kind of person... He
plays the same fucking role every time.
But he never used to. If you think about things like Pursuit of Happiness was a different role to him in Hitch. And that was a different role to him in
True.
I Am Legend. And, you know, I think more so now he plays more similar kind of roles. But back in his like heyday, he played a lot of different roles.
So you know what I hate though, not in terms of him, but people that watch movies? Everyone's attention span, because like TikTok and shit, is so bad.
Yeah.
But there's so many people that I know that can't sit down for 2.5 hours to 3 hours to watch a movie.
Mm-hmm.
But they can easily sit there and watch a half an hour fucking episode or some shit. I'm like, how can you watch half an hour of fucking, say, for example, Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Yes, it is good, but I'd much rather a good story / movie.
But I think because of everyone's attention span lacking so much now, it's a lot easier for people to just watch a half an hour episode of that instead of committing to, like Avatar, for example, instead of me sitting there committing to 3 hours, 2.5 hours, whatever, because I know that halfway through I'm going to be like, okay, I need to move around, I need to do something else. Like, I focus too much of my time on this.
Yeah.
Whereas I quite enjoy those half an hour episodes because it's like, actually, I know there's 10 minutes left to this, then I can do something else. Focus on a different episode or something.
Have you watched Peaky Blinders?
No.
Mate, I swear, you need to watch it every single season because they're making a movie.
Okay.
So you need to watch the fucking series because that movie is going to probably be the best movie that's ever been made. So, okay, let's talk about for the upcoming year, for 2023. Any movies you want to see? That you're aware of, my friend.
I think I want to go and see Ant-Man, Quantumania.
Okay. Why?
Because I just feel like adding into like, obviously we're going into phase 5 of like the MCU now. So I guess I just want to kind of see how it starts.
Okay.
That at the moment is the only thing that I kind of am thinking of.
Why is that? What so you're more drawn because that's sort of starting up the new phase, is that why?
Yeah. I think, Paul Rudd's a good actor and I do like the Ant-Man films.
Yeah.
But again, it's just interesting to see what they're going to do now with the next phase.
Have you seen what they're saying about it's already been pictured in Loki? Kang.
Oh yeah, I think in Loki he was called like He Who Remains or something like that. Well, I think he's going to be like the big bad of the next phase. So it'll be interesting to see because I think he's going to appear in Ant-Man.
Oh.
I think he's going to make an appearance in there, whether it's a big one or a smaller one. I think he's going to be in Ant-Man.
Probably like at the end, then when they do the.
Yeah, probably something like that. But at the moment, based on all the films that I know are coming out this year, that's the only one currently that I want to go and see.
See, for me, it is John Wick number 4.
Okay.
Because have you seen John Wick before?
Yeah.
They're class in it, to be fair.
They are good.
So I think this is the final one. Maybe there's one more after it. I don't want to see fucking Fast and Furious 10 because
I haven't seen any of them.
Mate, this shit.
I don't want to see any of them.
Potentially Shazam because I want to see.
Oh, of course, that's a sequel, isn't there?
Yeah, so potentially that just because I want to see how it unfolds.
Yeah, actually, no. Deadpool. Oh no, that's not coming out this year.
Yeah, apparently
it could be.
It could be this year. Yeah.
Deadpool, I do want to watch.
Deadpool, I'd agree with you there. Transformers, Rise of the Beast.
To be fair, I saw the trailer for that the other week.
It does look pretty cool, and
I was like,
that gorilla,
shit.
the gorilla wanna fuck out. Like,
This looks good.
Isn't it?
Because I liked the first 3 Transformers.
Yes.
And then when it moved from Shia LaBeouf to Mark Wahlberg, I didn't really watch those ones.
Well, I think they should get him back.
Who's Shia?
Yeah.
I really liked Transformers in its heyday.
Why?
I just
I
like
don't think. I just wouldn't think it's what your kind of movie.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know what it was about it. I just enjoyed. I like action films. I like those kind of films where there's a lot of action in it and stuff.
I was surprised you haven't said Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Oh god, that's coming out this year, isn't it?
I thought you were gonna, because you're a Marvel fan. Because obviously that's like the ending of
that's
that
the
kind
final of the final chapter. That one, okay. Yeah, that one I want to see as well.
So you are gonna watch that one.
Yeah.
There's also another one, Spider-Man.
But is that confirmed? The cartoon one.
The Across the Spider-Verse bollocks.
Yeah. See, I've not watched the first one.
Oh, haven't you?
No, I've not watched the first Miles Morales one. I've watched bits, but I've not sat down and watched it in full.
Shocking, lad. Why have you done that?
I think for me, it's the same reason why at first I didn't know if I was going to like The Amazing Spider-Man, because there's only so many times you can reboot the same character. And I mean, I do like the Amazing Spider-Man films and all the Spider-Man films now, but I grew up watching the Tobey Maguire ones. And then when it changed to Andrew Garfield, it's like, okay, you're just telling the same story again. Yes. And then it moved to Tom Holland, it's like, right, okay, you're telling a different tale of the same story.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, okay, how many more times?
What about Barbie? Because I want to see to look how fit Margot Robbie is.
She does look incredible in that film. I do kind of want to watch it just to see what the fuck they're actually doing with it. Because I don't know of any, like, are they basing it on just... I know there's been some, like, Barbie TV shows, but are they basing it on those? They're basing it on...
The games or
those? So I kind of want to watch it. I'm interested to see what they're going to do in terms of...
Barbie. Hi,
where they've got their source material from.
Yeah.
Or whether it's just something that this person just pulled out of their head and just gone, right, boom.
Yeah.
And it's got a really good cast. Like, I think the cast is quite stacked with, like, really good actors and actresses. So I guess it'll be interesting to see what they do. But am I chomping at the bit to go and watch it? Probably not.
See, there's one movie I actually am. Oppenheimer.
Okay.
So it's a movie about the guy, don't know his name. I think it's Oppenheimer actually. So I don't know what.
Oh, right.
So it's starring Cillian Murphy.
Great actor.
Florence Pugh.
Great actress.
Emily Blunt.
Great actress.
Matt Damon.
Great actor.
Robert Downey Jr.
Great. What the fuck?
Rami Malek.
Great actor.
Josh Hartnett.
No, never heard.
No, I don't know either. Dennis Sadishi. Don't know who that is either. So it's about the guy who created the atom, the first atomic bomb. Sorry.
Oh.
So I reckon that'd be.
That'll be quite
and
good.
guess who's directed it? Christopher Nolan.
Oh, okay. It's gonna be a good film.
Big boy in it.
It's gonna be a good film.
You know.
I might go watch that one.
See, Eddie, we watch that one. We'll go on, and then we can do a review on it.
Because I honestly, apart from the last two you said, who I don't know, the rest of that cast is like, whoa. They got money.
When was the last time you heard a cast like that? That's not like a Marvel big.
To be fair, you're right. I mean, even things like Don't Worry, Darling. I didn't watch Don't Worry, Darling, but it had Florence Pugh in it, and it had like a few cool people in. Mm-hmm. But it was not. Again, it wasn't a film that I kind of sat there and was like, I want to go and watch that. I don't think I felt that way for quite a while about a lot of films.
The thing what I think's ruined like movies and stuff like that is because every movie, it has to be a big fucking blockbuster. Because you know when we were growing up, they had like shit movies like Blue Streak and you got fucking How High. Mm-hmm. I think these companies aren't really willing to risk.
They're trying to one-up like everyone because they want to be, and that's why I think it's a shame with what James Cameron's done with Avatar, because the first one made so much money that he had to have so many more ticket sales for the second one to break even. But even though it's done like $1 billion, I think, at the box office, it's not broken even. It's not done as well as the first one.
I thought it has.
Has it now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think the last time I checked it said it hadn't broken even yet.
While we're here, Jamie, pull it up.
Because, I mean, it could have changed, obviously, because loads of people do like it, but the last time I checked, I think it was like it hadn't yet broken even.
Has Avatar broken even?
Because also I think he's said in interviews and stuff that he's done... The third one is done.
Yeah.
And he's done shots for the fourth one because they didn't want to have what he calls the Stranger Things effect, where obviously with Stranger Things, because of COVID, they were kids, but then they grew up so much that in like series 4, they were a lot older.
It's already earned 1.5 billion now.
That's it.
Yeah. It's made money now. Well, remember, Avatar 1 didn't spend as much money as it made because it's like number 1 for a time being. I don't know if it's Marvel.
Yeah, I think so. I think Avatar has kind of sat at number 1 for quite a while. I think Endgame did surpass it at one point.
And the thing is, Infinity War is better than Endgame.
I would agree with that. I do like Endgame.
What they did before?
But there's more of a cohesive storyline in Infinity War, I think.
Yeah, like Iron Man dying was so whack. It should have been anyone but him. What I thought.
And one of my good friends always says, I think you say it as well, but a lot of people have this opinion. It's interesting because they lose. The heroes lose. Whereas usually the hero wins.
And the thing is, it's like, you think, oh my god, it's going to be a typical fucking superhero movie where they win. And then Thor throws the fucking out, and you're like, oh my god, he's done it! And it's like, you should have gone for the head.
Yeah, at that point, it's
Goosebumps, bro. You're like, oh shit!
They've actually lost.
Yeah, and it was mad scenes.
I think because of the stakes of it, it's just like, this is mad.
And I can't lie to you, the fucking cheap get out clause of all the stones going back in time and that. Whack.
Yeah, I think they could have done something else with the stones.
Think about it. This is just me ranting now. They went from, obviously, the movies were based upon the books loosely. I say the term loosely because it makes no fucking sense at all.
Yeah.
Like, the Hulk we have now is so diluted, it's fucking a joke. Have you seen the reviews of She-Hulk?
I've seen it's just not done well at all. And I think, and this is going to make me sound so bad, and I don't want to sound like one of those people, but I feel like so many of these shows now have just become so woke. And I hate using that word. Because people think that you're like some fucking...
But the thing is, you're not lying. It's because, I've noticed as well, everywhere, where people aren't hiring people for being the best at the job. Mm-hmm. They're hiring it for, like, ethnic minority quotas, gender quotas. Mm-hmm. It's like, just... If the person is of BAME or LGBTQIA and they're the best person for the job...
Yeah, perfect.
But don't shun someone just because...
Don't give someone... It's like with normal jobs as well. Don't give someone an opportunity and, as you say, shun someone else because they're black or because they're gay or whatever. It should be, are you the best person? Yes, cool. Great.
If not, fuck off.
Yeah.
And that's what should be... But as I was saying, with Infinity War compared to Thingy, they ruined so many characters such as Thor, the Hulk, etc., etc.
Yeah. What they did to Hulk and it's just like...
Like, they ruined Thor, so Love and Thunder was always going to be a shit movie.
Oh my god. I saw that film.
This is my defence, I love Thor. It was told from Korg's perspective. Remember, Korg is gay, so
I can see...
They twisted it.
Yeah, I just feel like...
As we were just saying, they were trying to fit quotas, because what was the need?
Yeah, Korg didn't need to be gay. Like, Korg could have just been Thor's quirky friend. Thor's friends, cool. They don't need to be gay.
And then even the theme of the movie with all the colours and the...
Unless, I've not read the Thor comics, so I don't know if it, like, somewhere in the comics way back when Korg was gay. I don't think that's the case. But, as you rightfully say, it didn't add anything to the story, Korg being gay. It was just like a kind of throwaway line at the end of the film.
Yeah.
It didn't... I think if it feeds into the story, then cool, great. But if it doesn't, and you're just saying it just to say it because you think people are going to be impressed, it's like...
Yeah, like Valkyrie as well. I think it was insinuated she was, but nothing actually happened.
Yeah.
It's just like... It's not necessary.
Yeah, and I mean, I know, so this is a slightly different now, slightly off topic, but I know you don't watch Doctor Who, but like, the most recent series of Doctor Who, they kind of made allusions that one of the characters is gay, right? And fancied the Doctor.
Yeah.
But it went nowhere.
What's the point?
It was kind of just like throwaway comments and one look here and there, and the camera would like pan to her and she's like looking at the Doctor longingly. But when it came time to actually say like,
I want to...
It didn't happen.
Oh.
And all the fans were like, so why have you teased all this if it's not going to actually do anything.
Yeah.
You know? But I do think that, films are, they're not as, I don't get as excited for films nowadays as I did.
Because everything's basically the same though. Like you mentioned earlier, if it's not broke, why change it?
I feel like, as someone who enjoys Disney films, they don't need to do all these reboots because we've had the originals and we liked the originals.
The only reboot I think was actually good was, oh my god, what is it? The Jungle one?
Jungle Book.
No. Yes, that's the... Yeah.
Yeah.
The Jungle Book is the only one I watched. I thought, fuck me, this is better than the actual original.
Yeah.
With the fucking big orangutan.
I mean, I did like The Lion King, but that's just because I like The Lion King as a film. But they don't need to make all these reboots, and they don't... I think some people are saying, oh, it's for the next generation of kids, but they can just watch the originals. It's the same story.
I think it's just really... They're just... It's like the news. I think, in my opinion, like the Spider-Mans, they're shit. Like, to be fair, Andrew Garfield in Spider-Man...
No Way Home.
No Way Home. He proved he was the best Spider-Man.
I loved him in that film.
Like, if he had a decent director, he would have been the best Spider-Man, hands down.
I feel like that's the thing. A lot of these, it's not the actor's fault. It's the scripts that they're given. Obviously, they can only work with what they're given, and I think a lot of them try their best. But actually, if the source material is not great, the film's not going to be great, and then that tarnishes their reputation as an actor.
But then I'm so glad he got redemption in No Way Home. Because everyone was like, actually...
Because then you see afterwards, people were saying that there needs to be a number 3, Amazing Spider-Man 3. Make it happen.
I reckon it will happen. He's 41, you know.
I can't believe that.
Bro, he
looks good for his age, you know.
Like, don't crack.
Andrew Jamal Garfield.
Imagine he was. Imagine, yeah, you know what, yeah.
Honestly. But, like, I feel like there's not much originality now. Like, I love the Shrek films, but I think there's been talks that they're going to reboot the Shrek franchise. You don't need to.
You know what it is? It's just money.
Yeah, that's what it is. People want more money, and they go, oh, it worked before, let's do it again. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
What, this is the issue? Me and you, who's been there, done that, seen it.
We're not going to go and watch it.
What, little Lewis and Reiss who are just 8, 9 years old?
Yeah.
What's that? Oh, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah, because the parents can be like, oh, well, I watched this when I was a kid, and you're going to enjoy it.
And then they fucking look at the fucking... the quality we had when we were growing up, and they're like,
yeah.
oh, this is disgusting.
Yeah.
Like when you look back at the old, like, what was it, Dumbo film, like the...
Yeah.
And Bambi, like, oh, this is ugly.
I like the old Disney films that are like cartoons. You look back now and it's like, oh, God, that looked like that. You've got so much more like magic now with like HD cameras and all the visual effects and everything.
Fucking Monsters Inc. hasn't changed though. That's always been on point.
But I can guarantee there are going to be, at some point, they're going to reboot it. And try and make it like a live action kind of thing.
Or like Sully's kid and Mike Wazowski's kid. Or...
And I loved Monsters Inc., but they should not have brought out Monsters University.
That was so pointless to the story. It was the worst thing in the world.
Because also, things that they said in Monsters Inc. weren't kept up with in Monsters Uni. Bear in mind, that was a prequel to that film. So I think in Monsters Inc. they said that they met in college or high school or something, but then it turns out they actually met at university. I don't know. There were just things that are inconsistent. And it just didn't. Obviously, growing up, loving that film, I was like, Monsters Uni, this is gonna be sick, and I was really disappointed.
I like the purple guy.
Randall.
Yeah, it's his name. I like Tim more than.
I was scared of him as a kid.
No, not him. The new one, the university one with the stuff. He's just like a C. Anyway. But other than that, okay, your favourite film ever?
I think at the moment my favourite film ever is The Gentleman. I think it's a brilliant film. I didn't think I was going to like it when I first watched it.
Great.
When I first watched it, I was kind of like, okay, this could be shit. But actually, it had me in the first 15 minutes.
But you know what made me realise that it was such a groundbreaking... Because this was going to happen. That film is not respected as of right now, because it won like a razzle. Or, you know, it won razzles and shit, but I promise you, that will be like a groundbreaking movie that will catch on like 10, 15 years from now. When Bugsy Malone and that guy says to him, "You're a black cunt."
It's so funny. It's just that part I love and I laugh at all the time.
Because it's so real. Because the thing is, in England, I don't know about if you listen to an American now, but if I wouldn't say it to you, but if say I've said to you in front of people, black cunt, people will be like, oh my god. But me and Lewis would know if I ever did say that, he knows that's not me calling him a black cunt.
Yeah.
It's just, He is black.
And I am
But
a cunt.
he is a cunt.
And, you know, and that's just the way it
Like,
is.
he'd call me a white cunt.
You know.
It's not that deep.
But I just like that film because, again, I feel like I should have given it a chance, you know. But and I did. And I sat there and watched it. And, again, the first 50 minutes, I was like, this could be a bit shit. Actually, in the first 5 minutes, I was like, oh.
Shish kebab.
Oh, shit. Oh, right.
Because the first thing you see when you walk
It's something that happens later on in the film.
And you're like, oh, it all pieces together.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, fuck, that's how
I'll
it
tell you what,
starts.
Colin Farrell in that movie. Dude, the fucking boxing coach. The Irish
Oh, yes.
He was.
I always get him and Hugh Grant mixed up.
What?
I don't know why.
Wolverine.
Wolverine?
Oh, that's Hugh Jackman?
Yeah.
Ah.
But I think it's because that I don't know why, but
I don't know.
names in my head, but I always get those two mixed up. So when I saw Hugh Grant and Colin Farrell, or am I thinking of Colin Firth? I might be thinking of Colin Firth.
I don't even know who Colin Firth is.
He's in Nanny McPhee. The King's Speech.
No.
I think he's.
The guy in the spy agency in the shop. Yeah.
Kingsman.
Yeah.
Him.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
him.
I know him. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. He's a good actor as well.
Yeah.
He's a Mamma Mia, isn't it?
Yes.
That's a good scene. Mamma Mia is good because I like ABBA. That was good.
See, I don't like ABBA, so I don't like Mamma Mia.
See what I'm saying? So.
But yeah, I mean, I love The Gentleman, and it's just one of those films that I can just put on and just know that I'm going to enjoy it.
Yeah. And Matthew McConaughey, good-looking bastard.
Oh, he's very good in that film.
And when he comes back to save his missus, you know what I love? Oh!
That whole scene. But you know who else I love? I'm probably going to get his name wrong. The one who plays as Dry Eye.
I don't know his name either.
I don't know.
You can think about it.
But
he plays a good actor.
he's a very good actor. And he plays very good in that
And I
film.
like the geezer that Matthew McConaughey's right-hand man.
Yeah, and he is beautiful.
I don't
Oh
see
my
it. I
God.
don't honestly see it.
I don't know what it is, but that kind of like... He's just big and gruff. And
Yeah,
I was just like, wow.
I like that, but I hate his voice. And to be fair, I watched him speaking about it. Charlie Hunnam in it.
Oh yeah, Charlie
So
Hunnam.
he's actually English, yeah? And he said in an interview that when he got The Gentleman, he was so used to living in America that his accent changed.
Right.
She said in the movie I had to pretend I was English because my accent changed.
Right.
And I thought I could tell by the way he was talking.
Because he's got that... I think is he from like Middlesbrough or something?
Yeah.
He's from somewhere, but I quite like that accent when it's not too strong. And I think his accent isn't too strong.
Yeah.
And it's just beautiful. Oh, what
I
a
think
man.
he's lovely, don't he? He's also in King Arthur. If you want to watch that shit film though. Where he
King
gets his
Arthur? Oh, is
top
it like
off
an
and
old...
shit. Nah, it's not over. It's like it's a reenactment of like
Right.
pulling the sword out and all that fucking shit.
But he's just gorgeous. What a good film.
It's a great film. And Guy Ritchie are just great actors.
Yeah.
And actresses. And,
And what I like about that is, I think for a while, I could be wrong, but Hugh Grant, for me, fell into that category of...
Who the fuck's Hugh Grant?
Hugh
You
Grant?
Colin Farrell?
No, Hugh Grant, he's the one who, the little...
Oh shit! Yeah, the snake. Oh shit!
He
Yeah,
kind of played quite similar roles in a lot of films for a while, or like was in a lot of similar films.
Yeah.
Whereas in this, I didn't even realise it was him. Like when I watched the film, I was like, "Oh, he seems. I recognise him." And then Mum was like, "That's Hugh Grant." I was like, "That's not Hugh Grant."
Henry Golding was the one you were thinking of.
That's the one, Henry Golding. Yeah,
I would never thought he'd
because I think in a previous podcast I called him Matthew Golding,
maybe yeah.
but Henry Golding, good actor.
Okay, so I want your favourite actress of all time and your favourite actor of all time, or currently, and then we'll end the podcast there, my friend.
I'll ask you the same question afterwards. But
Okay.
Favourite actor of all time. Ooh. This is really hard. David Tennant.
What?
David Tennant.
That's just because of fucking...
Listen, it's largely because of Doctor Who, but I genuinely just think that as a person and as an actor, he's just good. He seems like a really nice man,
Yeah.
and I just think he's a really good actor. Because even though he was the Doctor for so many years, he's also done other things and been good in those other things. And for me, I just think that he is just great. I really like David Tennant. And not like as in, I want to fuck him.
But would you?
No.
Oh.
I just feel like he was such a massive part of my childhood. I just look up to him.
Like him.
Yeah, I just look up to him. I think he's a great actor.
Okay.
So he's probably my favourite actor. Actress. Now this one's harder because I have a lot of actors that I really like.
You couldn't name one.
I could name a few actors that I really like.
Actors.
Actresses.
Oh, actresses.
I
had to Google one because I'm looking at. I had two in my head, but I'm still trying to decide.
Who do I really like? This one's hard. I think right now, if I'm thinking of like the kind of films that I watch, so like kind of comedy films, things like that, I really do like Tiffany Haddish. I know she's fairly new to the scene.
Niche, yeah.
She's not. She's been around for a while, but I think in terms of like big films, I think her first big film was like Girls Trip, which again you haven't seen, but you know I just like her as an actress. Now I know she only really does funnier films.
She's got attitude like her though.
But I just find her funny. I just think as a whole she's funny.
She was in a movie I watched the other day. I can't remember what it was, but she was a good.
She's in that Eric Andre film. She's in Bad Trip, is it? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, she's the sister. Yeah,
she's the crazy sister.
Yeah,
she's just funny.
I like her.
So I like her. I think at the moment I'd say she's my favourite actress.
I like her too.
What about you for favourite actor and actress?
Favourite actor? Oosh. Between two, Matthew McConaughey. If I see him in any movie, I'm drawn to the movie.
Right.
But while the one he had recently on Netflix about he was a Western guy and this song about guns, I couldn't get into it. But that's because more his supporting actor was terrible.
Right.
I do also like Tom Hardy. I think every movie he's played in is just class. Leonardo DiCaprio's always up there because he's just Leonardo DiCaprio.
Out of those three, though, who would you say is your like top one?
If I had to watch a movie and I had to be between one of them, it'd be Leo. Yeah.
Fair.
His range.
Yeah, he can do a lot.
Catch Me If You Can. Fucking The Revenant. The fucking Wolf of Wall Street. You got Titanic.
He can do a lot.
You know what I'm saying?
And what about actress?
Sandra Bullock.
Okay.
Or Keira. Is it Keira Knightley?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me just make sure. No, it's not. It's Kate Winslet.
Okay.
I like her.
Good actress.
She's a good actress, isn't she?
Yeah.
And she's fucking lovely.
So Leo and Kate are probably your top?
Yeah.
So do you like Titanic?
Yeah.
Right. I think they're very good actors and actresses. Yeah.
And see, it was Titanic. There's singing in it, but there's not singing as like a musical.
It's singing as in like it's meant to be there because they're on a boat.
And it makes sense.
Right.
So like that, and a movie happens like that, makes sense to me.
I can understand because like even as someone who likes musicals, sometimes I'm just like they didn't need to be a song there.
You're going to the shop, calm the fuck down. You're going downstairs.
I'm going to get some milk. Sorry. Okay, cool. Just like say it, you know. But yeah, cool.
So yeah, thank you for listening, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, if you agree or disagree with anything, just tell us. You know, we won't take offence.
I might.
I'll probably cry if you do.
Yeah. Well, thank you for listening, and we will see you in the next one.
Peace.